might not be. Can you hear me now? Audio input. Okay. Is that better now? Let me double check this. Yeah, I just kind of just got on here and started streaming, and I forgot to check. Sometimes the input on this restream is not set up correctly. So let me make sure. I hate to be talking all this time, and this is one reason why I started going live every day, because I'm trying to get better at doing it. Okay, it's all good now. Thank you for telling me that audio was, man, a whole time, you know. I'm glad I haven't been going live that long, but did you at least probably heard the music though? Did you hear the music at all when I played that? Okay, so now that you can hear me, that's good. So let me change this real quick. All right, so if you're looking at Cakewalk, once you install it, if you don't know how to install it, I have a video that talks about how to install it. It's pretty simple to install. Once you get it installed, you're gonna see it pop up with the "Let's Get It Started" start screen. And on here, there's a few different templates that you can use. I normally like to start off with the empty project, but it just depends on you know, what you want to do. So that way I can add track by track by track. So the foundation of your beat is gonna be drums first. So now you got to figure out whether or not you want to use drums that come in Cakewalk, because it comes with some virtual instruments, or if you want to use samples outside of Cakewalk, and that can be from like Splice, or it can be things that you sampled yourself, or if you want to use third-party plugins, like, so I would right-click anywhere within this pane area, is what I call it, insert instrument. And then if I wanted to use something different, like if I wanted to use, I don't know, like a sampler, I got a decent sampler on here, or if I wanted to use complete control, I can use that. Depends on whatever you like to use. But if I was just say I was using just the sounds within Cakewalk, because most people that install Cakewalk, they may not have any other sounds available to them. Not yet, maybe they tight on the budget. So I can use like drum wise, I can use a drum kit and I can create that. All right, and then once it creates a drum track, normally if I had my keyboard plugged up, I have a little MIDI keyboard, then I can do that. But I don't even need to do that because there's also a virtual controller on here, and I can go about doing that. What's going on? Fam Bam Music Group. How's it going? Yeah. So yeah, so if I wanted to go up to, I'm going to go to some of the settings first just to make sure that my latency is good. And I know that I'm moving really fast with this, but I got several videos that talk about doing this though. So what I want to make sure is that my driver settings, I just always like to check this, my latency, make sure it's close to fast as possible without my computer crashing, because all right, and sometimes my audio might have cut off right there when I did that. Cool, man. I'm glad the videos have been helpful. Glad they've been helpful. So now that I have everything set up, switch counts, okay, that's cool. All right. So what you're gonna do is, got the track set up. I'm gonna put on record. I'm gonna go to the virtual controller, press Alt-0, and that'll bring that up on your keyboard. And there's a keyboard version of this, and there's an actual music keyboard version of it. Just depends on which one you want to do. But you can also access that from up here, go to Views, and then go down to Virtual Controllers. And then you can do computer keyboard, and you can do a piano keyboard. The piano keyboard looks like that, okay? Okay, then I can play it with my mouse, or like I said, I can switch back to the other one, and I can play it with my actual computer keyboard. All right, and then let's say I want to go ahead and record something. Okay. Let's put my timer on, my metronome rather. All right. back here. Metronome is up here. And okay. All right. So let's say I just recorded that. I can drag this over here. Can listen to that. Okay. And if I like that, I'm cool with it. I can do that. And if not, I can do quantize to say maybe I need it to be a little bit more in tune, or not in tune, but more in time. Okay, maybe I didn't like that. Maybe it's a little too straight. Press Q again, and I'm going to change the swing a little bit. Or I can even change the strength of the quantize. So I can lower it some. I can lower the swing a little bit. Let's try that. Okay. And then I was cool with that. I always press Control S because that saves the project. And I can just say beat making test. I don't know, that's what it's called it that. All right. And then I can go from that. So now this is I mean, it just depends on what type of groove you're going for. But if you was really trying to do like a for real beat, like a hip hop beat, of course, this probably might not be the drum beat that you're going for. But this is just to kind of show you the process of how you go about doing it. Then I can add another instrument. I can say, oh, let's go and let's add some type of bass. Now there's a bass, SI bass guitar that comes with Cakewalk, which is really amazing. There's some other basses that you can get for free. Of course, you can use the one within TTS, which comes with Cakewalk, or you can use a sampler again. Or if you play bass, you can put a live bass on there. This Iota Mini, sometimes it's hard to say it. I've actually made a video about this, and it's a really cool plugin that's free too as well. There's an upgraded version of it, but this is like some 808 sounds. And just hear what that sounds like. So I'm gonna uncheck record right here, click record right here. Okay, all right. So let's put this time let's put a timer on here. I keep saying timer. Let's put a count in rather for a metronome. Okay, your video helped me understand how I wanted my vocals on my last video. Spending on time. Okay, Hen Dog. Cool, man. Make sure you share your project with me or share the song with me. Is a song out already, or is it gonna be released soon, or let me know, because I always like to. I have a series on here, which I haven't done much with, but I got to get back into doing that, called Pump My Jam. And basically it focuses on the community just sitting down, listening to each other's songs, and me listening to your songs and just, giving your claps, basically, or giving you applause for all the hard work you've done, because it's hard work trying to do this, especially, if you had the money, it'd be much easier to go in to a professional studio, get everything recorded. You ain't got to worry about, all you got to do is worry about performing, your music. But to sit down and try to engineer and try to produce and try to arrange and try to edit everything yourself is crazy work. So anytime that you get that stuff done and you release it to the world, I'm amazed at that. So you said it's on your channel. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to check that out. So do me a favor, if you can, add do everything yourself. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Do me a favor on this comment, or if you can, comment on this video afterwards and leave a link to your video so I can check it out. Or just leave your name, your channel name, exactly, so that way I can go find it. Or your @sign, you can do that too as well, your handle. And then I'll go take a look at that. I'm big on trying to support you all, because I'm a beginner, man. I'm an advanced beginner. I put it like that. I'm still learning every day, and I'm still making mistakes every day. So hopefully I make more mistakes than you all, so that way you don't have to make as many mistakes as I do. So that's the whole point. All right, so I'm gonna do a count in so I can just record a little bit with this bass. And once again, I'm not trying to record anything like real fancy because I'm just trying to show you how to do it. And then once you get in the software, like I said, I got some other videos where I'm actually making real songs. I have one video, a whole series where I make a song from start to finish. I think there's about 11 or 12 videos within that series. Yeah, so got something for everyone. All right. All right. All right, let's try something like that. How would you mix rap doubles? All right, the best way to mix rap doubles, which is a good question, is so you have to figure out what is your intention for the doubles. Are you just trying to make the lead vocal fatter? Is the rap doubles, do they have more of an important part than the lead vocal? So are they more like a background part, or are they more just to make it fuller at that section? So at James Brown, add delay. Yeah, add delay would work. Also, you can deal with the EQing. So normally when I do doubles, I'll create one double, and then I'll pan everything hard left and hard right. So if I was recording 2 tracks, I recorded my lead track, I got it sounding real nice and crispy. I'll record my doubles, and my doubles may not have the same EQ as my lead, or I might put more emphasis on the background doubles. It just depends on which way you want to go about it. But the most important thing is stacking. So if you're going to stack it, if you want to do two tracks for the doubles, emphasis, which is doubles basically, one hard left, one hard right. If you want to do more than that, say you want to do 4 of them, then you can do 2 hard left, 2 hard right. If you do an odd number, you can have one in the center. You can EQ them differently. And, if it's like old school rap, the way they used to do is you wanted to say your doubles the exact same way you said your lead rap. So that way it sounded like it was the same person. Of course, it wouldn't be quite the same, but you wanted to be as close to it as possible. But then there's another way you can do it, whereas I think of it like harmony. So even though you're not hitting the harmony part, you might want characteristics of the vocal to be a little different. So maybe you might want to do, if I'm singing hold on, let me click on these comments because I'm hard left and right. So for instance, man, I wish I could give an example of this. This is like a corny track to do this on, but if I was, let's just say I was recording an audio track, and I'm gonna record. I'm just gonna put 3 down here. Actually, I'm sorry. Let's not do it this way. Control Z, undoes everything. I can't talk tonight. All right, X Air. I'm gonna set my input to 12 because that's where my mic is at. Then I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this. All right. So I'm gonna duplicate. I'm gonna right click on it, duplicate track. And then I'm going to do repetition of 2, all right? Whew, okay, I forgot I had the other tracks highlighted. So make sure you don't have the other tracks highlighted. It did the whole thing. I just want this one track. So right-click on that, duplicate track 2. There we go. All right, so now I have 3 vocal tracks. And then let's say this is my lead. All right, this is my lead. I'm going to call this double L, and I'll call this double R. All right. All right. And then, okay, I got to figure out something. Will you put reverb on it? Yeah. I mean, yeah. You definitely want to put reverb and stuff on there. So, when you record and everything, I don't even worry about effects. if you are recording and you like the sound of effects while you're recording, then that's great. Some people like to record dry. Some people like to hear effects in their ears. Most singers really like to hear like some reverb, a little wetness. So if I was going to do that, I can do a bus. I can send these to a bus, or I can send them to an aux track. But for now, I'm just worried about recording it dry because I can always add effects afterwards. All right, let me put this in quantized. This is going to be the weirdest beat ever. Okay, and now none of this is mixed. I'm not even worried about mixing anything right now. This is really a question just kind of showing. I don't know if you're still in the room or not. Are you still in the room? Was that just add water or what's wrong? Okay, put on something. Tell her put on something different. Okay, tell her put on something different. All right, sorry, my kids are trying to get in bed. You know how it is. And then somebody's gonna come and ask me a question. Probably in another moment they're gonna ask me again. All right, so I forgot what was it. Just asked me to talk about this. Anyway, somebody just asked me on the live to talk about how to create a beat, and I'm sorry, I'm like trying to scroll through here, but for some reason, yeah, I'm not seeing it. So back to what I was talking about. Okay, cool. Just add water. Okay, you're still here. Okay, cool. That's what I was trying to find out. Okay. Oh, and James Brown. Yeah, got you. Okay, just want to make sure y'all still here. Okay, so this is a weird beat. This is not ideally what kind of beat I would make, but when I'm making stuff on the fly, it might be something simple like this. Yeah, honey. Okay, just go lay down for now, and then I'll go in there and change something in a second, okay? All right. Whew. Okay. All right, where was I at? Okay, that's right. I keep forgetting I'm talking to y'all. I'm used to recording these videos and talking to the camera, so sometimes the camera is more forgiving. I don't want to lose y'all. All right, okay, so I got my iMini. I turned it down a little bit. I believe I did, just so it wouldn't be so overbearing. Okay, no, I didn't. Let's turn this down. Okay. All right, so I got my drums. They're there. I got my little bass. So I got some type of tonal center now. So now I'm going to make up some real cheesy and corny. Let's see if I can remember the words. Let's see if I can record this once and then record something that's the exact same. All right, I got it. All right, so here we go. Let me put my metronome back on. Good. I got that still on. Cool. Just want to make sure I got that counting in. Counting is always helpful. I know how to make it flow. I know how to make it flow. Oh. All right. So that's the first one. I can listen to that just to make sure it was cool. I'll solo it. I know how to make it flow. Turn my metronome off. I know how to make it flow. Oh. Cool, man. Well, hey, you know what? It's funny because this whole entire month I plan on going live every single day, but they're going to be at different times of the hour, and some stuff is orchestrated and some stuff is not. Some stuff is just on the cup, just trying to go live. It makes it easier for me, and then I can get better at it because I go live every once in a blue moon. It's cool, James. Man, I appreciate you being here, man. I appreciate questions. I love questions. Questions make me get excited about doing this thing. All right, so now I forgot what did I just say? What was I rapping? I know. Okay, all right. So let's assume I'm cool with that. That's gonna be my lead. Let me do my double left. All right. So let's say I'm gonna do. I know. Flow. So I'm just gonna do on the last one. All right. I know how to make it flow. I know how to make it flow. Oh. All right. That's one. Go to the next one. Here we go. I I know. Oops, I forgot it. Sorry. This happens. I know how to make it flow. I know how to make it flow. Oh. All right. So I saved that, make sure I got it. Now, doesn't sound like much right now. I haven't EQ'd, haven't done anything to really make it sound spicy yet. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pan this hard left. Going to pan it hard right. All right. Now, the good thing about this is when you record multiple takes like this, the characteristics of your voice is ever so slightly different. So it sounds like I did it in extra time. A little trick that I used to do is if I didn't feel like recording that and I really liked the way I did certain parts, I can just copy different sections from there that I really wanted to reemphasize and then add those to doubles. Offset them by a little bit. You can nudge. Normally you can do left or right cursor on your keyboard. I think it's set up like that automatically, or you might have to set it up in settings, but try it. If you ever want to get something in time, like say for instance, your vocal was slightly a little bit off or your guitar part was slightly a little bit off, you can nudge it to the left and nudge it to the right, and it'll kind of help put it back in order. Or back in time rather. So I got my double left, I got my double right, and I can just listen to them or solo those. I know how to make it flow. I know how to make it flow. Oh. Okay. All right. So now you can hear that I'm starting to get more stereo depth and stereo width with everything, which is what you really want to do, because we're trying to really make that vocal pop more. Another thing I can do too as well is if I didn't want to have doubles left and right, I could do 2 more of these doubles, or I can do another double. I can EQ it differently, and I can keep it in the center. Just depends on where you want to go with it. Now, I have a vocal preset that I created. Now, it worked with another song that I'm working on mixing for. Not my song, but someone else, Joshua Wiley, which I went live and I talked about his song. He gave it to me so I can mix it, because I'm trying to work on creating vocal presets that I can sell for a really cheap price, nothing real expensive, to help you all out, with vocals. So I do have one that I can try. I've got 2 of them that I can actually try, but I'm going to see which one I like first. So I'm going to go to my Pro channel, which is up here. It looks like a little knob. Click on it. Now, it has all this stuff already here, but I want to open up one that I have saved already. So I'm going to go to Load Preset, which is up here at the top, right? And then it's called JustDaNorm. That's what it's called right now. Now, I don't know if it's going to sound good on this because it sounded better for that particular vocal. But let's hear what it sounds like. I'm just going to put it. I know how to make it flow. I know how to make it. Yeah, it doesn't do much on this one at all. All right, let's try it without. Hear the difference. I know how to make it flow. I don't even know if it did anything. It doesn't seem like it did anything at all. Oh, you know what? I'm on the wrong track. And you're going to say, Norman, what you put on the wrong? I'm on the wrong track. Why didn't y'all tell me I was on the wrong track? I was on track 5. That's why it wasn't working. I was like, they said that didn't do anything at all. Well, that's right. I keep it on the other tracks as well. So let me go back up here and use it again on the right track. All right. I know how to make it flow. I know how to make it flow. Oh. All right. So it's starting to sound, starting to get there. Next thing I would do is, I'm not even worried about really mixing. I mean, I added that on there just to add it on there. Of course, I'm going to have to go through and adjust that. Like I said, this kind of worked for that person's vocals on their track. This has got a little bit more grittiness to it. It's bright. It's in your face, but it's kind of gritty. I know how to make it flow. Okay, and sometimes actually almost sounds a little distorted. So, but I can dial that back. But I'm not worried about that right now. I'm going to send my lead, and you will EQ the doubles with less top end. It depends on what sound you want to go for. Like if I don't want the well, first of all, yeah, on here, this one actually does have it already on it already, I think. I turned it off. Okay. No. flow. Okay. I can, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these doubles. So even though I added this to track 5, I didn't really want to add that to track 5. I'm going to leave it there for now, but it's not on. I have it turned off. There's a global on and off switch at the very top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a bus, okay, a stereo bus for my doubles. Like you can always do this for your backgrounds. So I'm going to click them, and I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to send. Where is that? No, not right there. Yeah, insert send. And then I'm going to send it to a new stereo bus. All right. That's going to be called bus D. And that stereo bus is down at the bottom right here. And then I can name this, I don't know, I can name it doubles. All right. So that way I can put whatever I want on here. Now I have another chain preset that's on here called I'm Sorry Vox, and this is for a song, original song of mine. So I'm going to add that to it. Now I don't know what it's going to sound like on here because I didn't really create it for that. I don't need the auto tune on it right now, but so let's hear what that sounds like. And all of these, okay. I know. Okay, so first let me just solo these. And it's got a lot of reverb on it because this is made for a lead vocal part. No. Flow. No. All right. The good thing about this sends now, you can do this 2 different ways. You can actually send it to a stereo bus like I did, or send it to an aux track, which is another way to do it. Or you can actually set these tracks as a stereo bus. So where it says master, and instead of having it come out of the master, you have it come out of the stereo bus. That's another way to do it too as well. Sometimes I do it that way. But with this, I can control my level for what's being sent to D or to my stereo aux, or stereo, not stereo aux, but stereo bus. I can dial this back if I need, so you can hear the difference. I'm going to dial it all the way back. I didn't do it on this one, I guess. Let's do that same thing. Send it to doubles. All right. So both of them have it on it now, and I can dial it back. No. Flow. No. Flow. Oh. Okay. All right. I realized I turned this track down, so. Oh. All right. No. Okay. So right now you don't hear anything, but then I can slowly dial this back in. All right. Put it in a little bit. No. Flow. Okay, you can hear the effect starting to come in. If I turn it all the way up. Flow. Oh. Okay, so now it's like really wet. No. How to make it flow. I know. Okay, now of course I would not do anything that extreme, and I wouldn't even have all of these extra effects on here. So there's a reverb on here at the end. I would not have the reverb that much. I probably put more of an early reflection on it. And take some of the highs down. High cut. Make a smaller room size. All right, probably do it like that. And EQ wise, I can adjust EQ if I need to. I can adjust the compression if I need to. And on this one, I'm using a de-esser for the VX64. All right, then I can try that. I know how to make it flow. I know. Okay, and I might decide, and I might be like, you know what? I'm shoot, the background sound better than the lead vocal. Then I might say, you know what? Let me just copy this to the lead vocal. So then I can just click on this FX chain. All right. Then I'm holding it down, control with my control on my keyboard. I'm holding control down on the keyboard, hold the left mouse button, and then I can drag that up to lead vocals. And then I can copy it there. And then I could do it like that. I know how to make it flow. I know how to make it flow. Now you can notice that there's a whole bunch of extra noise because now I'm compressed and I brought up the levels of everything, and now you're hearing all the extra shh in the background. So what I could do is, one, I can chop it off right after I get done with the phrase. I can go and split and do some fade in, fade outs to make everything, a little smoother. Or I can put a noise gate on it, or there's another option on here to remove noise Um, and sometimes this works really good, but sometimes it doesn't work really good. Where is it at? What am I looking for? Apply effect. There it is. Apply effect. Remove silence. All right. So this part is always a little weird to understand to me, but it's basically saying that it closes it whenever it's at a certain decibel level, and then it'll open it back up. So the sound is allowed to come back up or breathe again when it's at a certain decibel level. And then if it's over that decibel level, then it closes it off. Or if it's under a certain decibel level, it closes it off rather. So kind of like almost like the opposite of compression for the most part. But similar in a way. It's got an attack time, it's got a hold time, it's got a release time, a look ahead, etc. So the open level right now it's at 48. I'm gonna see if it did anything to it. No, I know how to. Okay, so it did not do anything. So I can go back and I can try it again, but this time I'm gonna make some adjustments to it. And this is one of those things that you kind of you got to play with it just to really figure out where you want it to be. So anything. So remember, negative 48 is really, really, really low. So I want to bring that up. And if I bring it up to 0, I'm probably not going to hear anything at all. Watch. If I bring it up to 0. Yeah. it took the whole track away. Control Z to always undo things, and that will help out as well. So keep that in mind. Control Z is going to be your best friend. I'm actually working with a older lady on trying to help her edit some MIDI tracks, MIDI songs that she uses to perform with. And boy, Control Z is your best friend. It's like a gate. Yeah, you can do it. Like I said, there's a gate on here that you can use too as well. But this is normally cool. So let's put it at like negative, let's say negative 25. I'm gonna have to put the negative sign. Oh, okay. Well, you cannot put the negative sign in there. I guess it won't let you type it in that way. So let's say we'll open it at negative 25. We'll close it at, I'm just going to put them both at negative 25. Okay, so you're going to see that it did make a difference already. I can tell just by the way the waves look. I know how to make it flow. Okay, it's getting there. It's getting there. All right. It's one of those things that I haven't played with. I haven't really just figured out. Like I can go to it and I can be like, oh, boom. If you put it right here, it's always going to be perfect. I still haven't figured it out yet. So it's one of those things that I know. I do trial and error until I figure out what's going on with it. Now, another thing I can do is, what you mentioned, is add the gate. Sonitis has a gate. Where is it at? Dynamics. Sonitis gate. All right. So there is presets in here that you can try to use. How to make it flow. I know how to make it flow. Oh. Okay, so it did cut it out a little bit. I know how to make it flow. I know how to make it flow. Oh. Okay, the more that I bring the threshold up, then I know. Okay, how to make it flow. I know how to make it flow. Oh. Okay. So that's much better. Like I said, the remove silence, it works just as good too as well, and it'll actually remove all the silence in between. And then, like I said, if I wanted that, I can add that to this FX chain down here, or add it to this doubles track, the stereo bus, and then I can do it that way. So let's listen to it now. I know how to make it flow. I know how to make it flow. Oh. Okay. All right, so it's getting there. And then, of course, I would play with it. And, and once you realize this is a really corny beat. But it's okay to make corny beats. If you're a beginner and you're just trying to get in here and figure out how to use it, hey, make the corniest beat you can ever make, just as long as you're recording and making something. So hopefully that helps. It's very simple to get in here and make a beat. Like I said, you know, and then if you want to drag and drop, like I can drag and drop stuff from Splice, or I can drag and drop some. I've got a whole video that talks about, not video, but I have a series that talks about how to record drums or how to edit drums in Cakewalk. And there's various videos that talk about using samples, some of the little patterns, MIDI clip patterns that you can find in Cakewalk that you can just drag and drop. Like it's got a little groove to it. You apply your samples to it, and then you're good to go. So, yeah, but this is a wonderful software, you all. Any other questions? I hope that helped at least, because I'm going to end this live stream in uno momento. So anybody else have any other questions that they want to ask real quick? Nobody? All right, well, we're just going to groove to it one more time. I know how to make it flow. I know how to make it flow. Oh. All right, yeah, so those actually, I like that FX chain on here. Oh, man, I wonder what it sounded like if I turned this one off. See, let's just hear it with that, because I had both of those on. I know how to make it flow. I know how to make it flow. Oh. Okay, yeah. And of course, this one I probably would have added, you know, EQ this part a little different and reverb. So like I said, once again, depends on the doubles. If you want to have the doubles more dominant, like if you're doing background vocals and, you know, you're recording harmony and stuff like that, or the doubles, you might want them to hit hard. And then other times you want the doubles just be real subtle. You know, they're kind of felt, not really heard. And then another way you can do doubles too as well is add, you know, manipulation to them. So like you can change the format of it to make it sound more nasally, you know, like, you know, instead of saying no, I could say now. All right, now, all right, now. All right, I can go up another octave or something like that and add more interest to it. How would you record to a 2-track beat? Would you just turn it down? How would you record to a 2-track beat? Would you just turn it down? Well, it's funny you said that, because I have a video that talks about it, and I think I've got that project on here. I gotta remember what it's called though. What is the name of that project? Date modified. Okay. Boy, there's too many projects in here. Let's see. How to vocal test samples. Trying to remember what the name of the project is. It should be called something like how to 2-track or live beat. Import YouTube. Okay, I think this is it right here. So is this it? Yeah, I think this is it. All right, so I have a video that talks about how to import a YouTube video, not a YouTube video, but audio from a YouTube video, or like a YouTube track that you can download, like a beat. So you know how you find free beats online? They have, you know, no copyright basically. So I had downloaded this 2-track beat and I had recorded a vocal to it. All right, and this will not work because I don't have Lander Voice on there anyway right now. But I did have Lander Voice on there before. But I could take it and I can use that same FX chain that I had on the other one if I want to. All right, I can put that on there, and I'm just using it for an example. But so you get the beat. There's a beat. All right, this is someone's beat. You import the 2-track in, and I mean it's not so much like let's not really turning the beat down. You want the beat to be fat, and you want it to mesh well with your vocals. So it's about trying to get your vocal to sit well with that beat, because I can't do much mixing to this. I can, you know, put a multi-band on. Okay. I don't know if I'm back on or not. I guess I am. It seemed like my connection had just went off for a while. Oh, okay. I am back on. All right. Well, I don't know if you all are still there or not, but hopefully you didn't go anywhere. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish what I was talking about so I can get off here, because I don't want to cut out again. But anyway, technology, gotta love it. All right, so yeah, I put this beat in. You know, I got the beat, cool beat. You know, so and what I did was, it was basically just about trying to import the track into here and just record a vocal on top of it. And you can mix it in. I can add backgrounds, all that kind of stuff. But this is what I came up with. It's a cool song. I don't know if I'll ever like really do something with it, but because this is a beat that you can use for YouTube and stuff like that. But if you want to actually purchase it and use it, like release it to the world, you'd have to get permission or buy the track from the person that put it out. So in Era, I think Era is the producer, if I'm correct. It's been a while since I heard this one, but all right, I'm gonna record some on this, y'all. Yeah. Ooh, that Graylian is way off now. Oh my God, why does it sound like that? This Graylian is off. All right, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna have to put this in key. What key is this thing in? Let's say, ooh, this sound. Oh my God, this sounded so off. All right, let me turn this off for a second, because that's hurting my ears. Maybe I'll put auto tune on it just so you can hear, because this is supposed to be intended to have it with auto tune. I was like, oh my God. I was like, God, I wasn't that far out of tune. I'm like every now and then I might get a little pitchy. I tend to sing sharp more than anything, but yeah, that threw me all the way off. Graylian is a good plug-in though. I forgot what key this song is in. I think I didn't know. Okay, so it's an A flat major, which is right. That's what the key was for that. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see how it sounds now. Yeah. I don't know why it sounds so off now. Oh my God. What? Oh, you know what? Oh, duh. Why didn't y'all say something again? I forgot this FX Chain has auto-tune on it as well. Oh my God. I was like, what is going on? All right, that's why. You can't have two auto-tunes on it, and they're in two different keys. That's not gonna work out right. All right, let me try to go back to this again. All right, I'm gonna record some on this, y'all. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. so you don't turn it down. Don't turn what down? No, I don't want to turn the track down. Now, if the track comes in if it comes in too hot, then I would, I basically what I did is I turned the gain down. Okay, so I don't want to I'm not gonna mess with the fader, so I turned the gain down some, and yeah, that's how I would go about doing it. I mean, you could turn the fader down, but this is where the track was originally at, and you can hear it's like a really fat track. I had something. Okay, so that's really loud, and I don't need it that loud. I could turn down the fader, and that in my mind, but I didn't have the time to rewind. Yeah, but what I did, I think I just turned down the gain some, because you want to have headroom. Like if you're mixing this together and you're getting ready to master it, or you're gonna take it to somebody to master, you want to make sure you have some headroom. But you mainly want to deal with the gain. Gain stage is another topic for another day, but just trying to make sure that everything is level. Yeah. Hey, this is all just freestyle. I didn't know what we're gonna do when we came into the spot right now. I'm trying to gain down some. I had something in my mind, but I didn't have the time to rewind. What was it? Said hello. Hey Casey, what's going on? Hey man, I meant to ask you you sent me the tracks and I got the tracks and listened to them. I know you just sent me one wave audio. Did you have those like as projects in Cakewalk, or like as a Cakewalk bundle where I can like actually, because I mean I can mix it with like what you have, but it's not gonna be it's not much I can do to, well, the one that you saying, it really doesn't have no, it's got vocals on, it's more talking than anything, but I can kind of do something with it. I do like what you did with it though. I like how you reversed the speech, the Donald Trump speech. I think that was hot. And then the other one with the, I forgot what the other one was. So one was like, one had heavy drums. The other one, you wanted me to do something with the drums. But once again, if you got it where the tracks are split up, then I could kind of really mix those drums a little bit more. But if not, then yeah, I would have to add something on top of it because the drums sound real faint on there. But it would be cool if that was like the effect that you're going for. Yeah, but anyway, cool. I'm glad you're on here though. I'm gonna be getting off in a second though. but anyway, yeah. So this is you want to bring the level down, other two tracks. So just so it's not overbearing, because keep in mind this 2-track, it's probably already been mixed or mastered, and it's gonna be fat and full, and your vocal, we want to get it to mesh well with that. So now originally this was not the, oh wow, and I still got auto tune down there. I had 3 auto tunes on here. Oh my god. Okay, anyway. Know what we're gonna do when we came into the spot right now. I had something in my mind, but I didn't have the time to rewind what was in line. I didn't know that you wanted to be with me, but I gotta tell you, I don't know what the words were of the song. Ooh. I'm not much of a freestyler, but I try to do some things and I try to get a little bit wilder. So if you're like me and you never really got into rap, you could do some things and maybe you have some time to make this thing, and maybe it might be a little bit whack, but I don't know. I'm just trying to get something going with this flow. So, I'm trying to get into this thing, and I hope you're feeling this groove so we can make this thing swing. You know. All right, okay, anyway, but I had a lot of fun making this. This was something I just recorded straight on the cup, but it was very helpful. And it was actually, I can't remember who it was. It was somebody that actually asked me how to import beats or something from YouTube into Cakewalk. So, but yeah, that's good. That's good, you all. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end here. I said I was going to be live for 30 minutes. 30 minutes turned into 50 minutes. This is beginning to be a little bit more easier to go live and stay on longer and longer. But anyway, love you all. Thank you for tuning in and Thank you for asking really good questions. I hope I answered them, and if I did not answer them, please don't take it to heart. Um, send it again, resubmit it. Oh, also, before I let you all go, or before I go rather, um, a few things. I'm also working on, like I said, I'm working on trying to get some little vocal chain presets that I'm going to start selling. Very reasonable, cheap. All right, that's what I'm kind of working on now. I'm really interested in having songs come through that have vocals on them. So if you got a song that you want to submit, I'm doing free mixing basically, just so I can kind of get some various different styles. I need various styles. I've got a hip hop song, I got a rap song already, but I really want like other everything. I want metal, I want rock, I want country, I want it all. So if you know somebody, it's like, hey, this guy's gonna mix your song for free. Okay, I'm doing it for a limited amount of time, and it's mainly just so I can focus on getting the vocals, different characteristics of vocal sound, so I can save it as a preset and then create like a whole package with it, make it look all elegant looking, and then start selling it. So let people know about that. I plan to do a Pump My Jam, which is basically where you get to share your songs, songs that you have released or songs that you're getting ready to release, etc. And we just sit down, we just break bread, we listen to it, no judgment. We just kind of talk about what we like and give you a pat on the back for all the hard work you've done. And let's see. I believe that's it. All right. Okay, go. Was thinking I missed something audio after 50 minutes is what I got. Oh, yeah. Well, Casey, I think you're referring to the live. Yeah, because the live cut out on me like around 40 some minutes. So then it came back in. But yeah, I mean, you're cool. You should be able to watch some stuff that whatever you missed. All right, you all take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.